Episode 6 of Sisters. This is Maura Terry. Be sure to subscribe. Sabrina done let Maurice get to her. Why is Maurice teaching hoology at work? Basically, Sabrina thinks she needs to be outside because her and Rich are not together anymore. And Rich basically fucked her over by sleeping with Penelope. So now Maurice is being her hoe coach and training her on how to go while she's being a hoe. But that's not really what's important here. The most important thing here is, of course, Karen, Andy, and Zach. But I do want to dive into Andy because Andy part this episode was sad as hell. Now I must say this episode was a little boring. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little on the slate side just a little bit, but we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. Andy finally decides to call Robin. Of course, she got his voicemail just like he got her voicemail, even though she was going through something at the moment. But Andy is seeking for help with someone who works at her firm. I think he's her boss, if I'm not mistaken, about the racist doctor that was Karen's labor and delivery doctor. Now, while Andy is seeking for help, it comes to find out that the man that she's speaking to that works at her law firm, or I think that it's her boss, plays golf with the racist doctor that almost made Karen die. And basically, she has evidence. She's seeking for help. And he's basically telling her, isn't that what's supposed to happen when a woman's in labor? Isn't he a doctor? Didn't he do his part right? That's his job. Now, mind you, they're golfing buddies with one another. Golfing money, they all tie into each other one way, one how. So therefore, he's automatically going to take his golfing buddy's side other than someone who works for him. He also was saying to Andy, maybe this is a little bit too personal because Karen is her friend. Excuse me? Excuse me. She even said that Fatima was there as well. Fatima is another person who works at the firm as well. But basically, forget Andy, forget Karen, forget the evidence because she has so much evidence. Andy had a bookload of evidence of all the other, like I said last week's review, Andy pull up all this man files and stuff on the women that were pregnant that was in his care when it was time for delivery, and some have died, some have lost the baby, and some just going through trauma at the moment. So the simple fact that Andy, I ain't gonna lie, Andy was stupid for going to him and asking for help. I'm not even saying she went to him and asked for help, but seeking help from him, knowing that they're golfing buddies with one another, Andy, you should have let that one go because listen, if they white, they think everything right. But moving along from Andy, because like I said, this episode was kind of boring, and next week episode is when we really gonna talk about Andy. I'm gonna dive a little bit into Zach. I'm gonna start with Zach first because we're gonna get into Karen. Now, Fatima calls Zach per usual. Another check-in. Now, this is my thing. I understand that Zach had went through 48 hours of trauma, just like he said in this episode. But Fatima is pregnant. Now that I know Fatima's pregnant, Fatima is pregnant with your baby. Don't you think you kind of want to be checking on Fatima more? And I get it. And yes, I've been vouching for men's mental health, but at the same time, I get that Zach lost the baby, but he still has somebody that he's with, in a relationship with, and then is pregnant by him. But you know they're gonna tie that into Zatima September 11th, y'all. September 11th, we coming back, we coming back, we coming back. I'm sorry, Tyler Perry, why is you dropping that and Beauty and the Black on the same day? If I'm not mistaken, like don't do that to us. But Zach decides he get up, he goes to the gym, he meet this man named Keys, and honestly, that's exactly what Zach needed. Zach just needed someone older. I will say that because Zach don't got nobody older than his life, and we're not even gonna say Karen's mother because we all know Karen's mother do not like Zach like that. But Zach never had no good example when it came to parents. His brother, not shit. Zach don't have no elderly person to really just talk to him. And that's what I got from that too. Like I get that Keys, the man in the gym, the older guy in the gym, I get that he was there like in the show to be there for Zach and to be that listening ear. But what I got from it was Zach just needs a grandpa. Maybe may not say it like that. Zach just needs someone older to just listen to him, give him advice and everything else. Because that lead into Zach. Hold on, we're gonna get to that part at the end. Now let's get into Karen. I don't know if it's just me, and I know it's not me because a lot of y'all are saying the same thing now on Twitter. Karen is really upset because she lost Zach baby and not Aaron baby. I'm happy that some of y'all are saying it because I thought I was a little wrong. I thought I was a little wrong and maybe I was gonna get jumped a little bit in my little bit of YouTube comments that I do be getting. But no, I'm happy on Twitter that you guys feel the same way. Now, Karen come out the room. Karen ain't hold faith yet, the new baby. Ain't hold her and Aaron baby faith yet. Aaron's trying to talk to her. Pam called to check on her. Danny called to check on her. And Danny so stupid to her son, you know she can't cook. She didn't say that, but we all know Karen really can't cook. So it's great that Danny said like, yo, anyhow she cooked. Faith really only gonna have one parent, and that means Karen, because Karen can't cook and whatever she cook will kill Aaron. But Karen is being weird. It's weird now. Like before, it was sympathy and everything, but to Aaron, it's weird. Like she's just standing off into spaces. She's not really talking. She's just staring off. She's not doing anything. She's not being a mother, and we get it. She's going through something. We get that. But Aaron is a good person. I'm sorry, but Aaron really is a good person. This is my review. I can say whatever I want. Aaron is a good person because going back into Zach meeting Keys and Zach having a conversation with Keys. At the end of this episode, Zach is at Karen's door. They both look a hot mess. And speaking of hot messes, if I'm the only one who noticed, I get that Karen's going through something. Yes, I get it. But Karen has been in the same clothes since she came home from the hospital. I get it. She's going through something. Yes, yes, yes. But please, get Karen a shower. Thank you. Number two, you people who want Zach and Karen back together, it's not gonna happen, my love. Zach is very happy where he at. Yes, I'm vouching for TV people. Yes, I am. But this is why I want to talk about Zach and Karen. Zach is at the door. We don't know what's going to happen because the episode cut off. It's so amazing how Karen will have a conversation with Zach, but won't have a conversation with Aaron, the person who she actually shares a child with now, who shares a living child with now, actively trying to be there for her while taking care of the child by himself. I'm sorry, but I don't see the type of closure that Zach and Karen need to have. And this is more Tara, and I watch almost everything.